So now welcome to my channel. Let's talk about Resident Evil 4, and here let's take a look at all the image I discovered regarding raising the level of playing one of the best games that will be played on the PS5 console someday, but it is released and even more so it's hard to wait for it, especially for gamers like me. But before everything, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your support, especially to my viewers. You always support me so that I can continue uploading my YouTube videos. Thank you very much. So let's get started. So the first image here is of people painted with that is called as plagas. It is our breed of horror-listening creatures that have appeared in Resident Evil 4, especially the Resident Evil 5. Their name is derived from plague or plaga, the Spanish word of plague or plaga. Originally, these organisms were discovered centuries ago in rural Spain by a religious society known as Los Iluminados, the enlightened ones, who used the parasites to gain new members. So, new design can be seen in the area where a character works. And here, if you notice, there are changed paths, and it looks like a dark place, but it is natural for the Gamevlog of Resident Evil 4 because it refers to an infected area called in Raccoon City. So, the Raccoon City incident destruction was complete, which took place in the around of Raccoon City in 1998. Driven by the series of T-virus outbreaks, a bioweapon which causes cannibal disease. The majority of the city's 100,000 people were infected through contaminated drinking water and were driven to commit brutal group homicides. To preventing the spread of the virus and classified information elsewhere into the Midwest, the CDC imposed a large exclusion zone around Arkway County at a Pentagon, coordinating military operations within the city to euthanize the infected and rescue even infected survivors. So in this image, we see Salazar. The new design or look is detailed, but it is not yet the visual look of one of Sadler's disciples in this game. So Ramon Salazar was a nobleman from a named rural region in Spain. He was the 8th Castellan to govern the region since the construction of his castle, with the office having been handed down for the number of generations. As the 21st century came about, Salazar left his Catholic faith behind and converted to Los Iluminados, a cult led by Osmond Sadler, who had access to bioweapons research and was interested in Las Plagas. So the Chainsaw Man is Dr. Salvador. The Chainsaw Man is a burly, chainsaw-wielding villager with a full-capped helmet over his head while a very typical farmer's clothing. In addition, he can be detected by the sound of a chainsaw rippling derby due to his size, shock mass, and unique weapon. He is very easy to tell apart from regular villagers. Due to the plague of parasite, the Chainsaw Man has been made exceptionally violent and is compelled to relentlessly chase his enemies with his trademark chainsaw. So the image feature is the figure of generator new design. So the generator with the Iron Maiden counterparts are generally known as the best enemy in Resident Evil 4 for good reason. They're not the easiest to kill and their design is a bit creepy, yes. And with the music that accompanies them and the breathing noise they make. So the new figure design of Vittoris Mendez. So Vittoris Mendez was a Catholic priest whose parish constitute an isolated rural community in Spain. Mendez fell under the influence of bioweapons developer and terrorist Osmond Sadler, who converting people to his cult as a means of control Mentes, led by the initial hand of Stratcom, Agent Leon S. Kennedy, Ashley Graham, Dr. Louis Serra, and Ada Wong as they made their way through his village, but was ultimately killed as the four made their way into Salazar's castle. Some Mendes' distinguishing characteristics include his imposing stature and strange coat. The design of Vergoda is cannot recognize as blurry, so Verdugo is somewhat to see to release the new design or figure to see how nice. Verdugo is a pose put in the sugar in the chapter port 1 of Resident Evil 4. Verdugo has a health value of 20,000, making it one of the most robust enemies in the game. And the creature without knowing its weaknesses will require a large amount of combination and healing items. Fortunately, the player has the freedom to escape down the elevator without having to be Verdugo. The exciting design of the facial appearance of the character or protagonist in this game, unlike Leon S. Kennedy and Ashley Graham, who is a daughter of the president. It would be even more like a bold see and very detailed and realistic if it could be released someday. The new design of a touch case selection of the equipments. So it is a part of the player's inventory screen in Resident Evil 4. It consists of grid on which items snap into place. The items can be moved and rotated to fit the player's liking. The case is only for weapons, weapon attachments like ammo, health items, especially the guns. Actually, there is no certainly yet because it is just a fun art, and hopefully the real remake of Resident Evil 4 will be released on the PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Steam Store on PC. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. These all the concepts of the game Resident Evil 4. I hope you always watch my videos ever release. Thank you very much. Peace out.